If you don't see the issue with using white sage because it comes from the earth, we're all from the earth, we should all be able to use it. Let me tell you this story. Imagine you're a painter and you began painting as a way to heal from horrific abuse that you endured as a child. Your art isn't just art, it is a spiritual practice. It is dark, it is raw, it is your soul on the canvas. And you, in developing this art, have come up with a way that nobody's ever done it before. You're using a medium that nobody's ever used before, and people think it is stunning. They love it. You have art shows, your art goes into museums. People recognize that your art is a lifeline. It is a language, it is your soul on display. Along comes Brittany. And Brittany was raised in comfort. Brittany's parents paid for her painting lessons. The worst trauma that Brittany's ever been through was losing her Chanel bag at the country club. And she sees your art, and Brittany is absolutely touched by it like everyone else. She's completely stunned. And she wants to make art like that. Brittany figures out how to make art like yours. Only it doesn't have the soul of your art. She just likes the aesthetic. Feels like she's being profound when she's painting it and when people are gushing over it, but in the end, she knows it is just a hollow reproduction of what you do. Now, people start raving about her art too. And so Brittany starts selling it. You've bled onto your canvas. She has taken that, copied it, and began reproducing it for money. Only your sacred medium, the thing that you have bled your soul into, becomes mass produced. Brittany gets tired of doing the work of painting. She doesn't want to do it anymore. So she finds a way to have the paintings made by others, mass produced. They end up getting picked up at Home Goods and TJ Maxx and even sometimes at Walmart. Technically, you're both painters, and technically you have access to the same tools and mediums, but culturally, individually, and spiritually, only yours is valid. Brittany's is void. She knows it, but she's a painter, and she feels entitled to paint just like you do. She created the art just like you did, but she didn't live it. She did not inherit it. What she did was she took somebody else's sacred spiritual art and turned it into pop art. Best part is that that special medium that you used to use for your paintings is either incredibly hard to come by or unavailable because of Brittany mass producing it. Who's in the wrong? Is anyone in the wrong? Is Brittany in the wrong? Because if you think that Brittany is in the wrong, that is exactly what happens when people outside of indigenous cultures use white sage. This is what happens when culturally sacred tools, herbs, white sage specifically, are removed from their cultural roots. They are stripped of meaning, they are mass produced, and then they are sold to the spiritual equivalent of Brittany. My Facebook post about white sage says, I agree to a certain point, however, by saying indigenous people have claim on a product of Mother Earth, if we are all equal, indigenous beliefs say they don't possess the earth. So aren't we just playing into our separateness? I totally honor Native Americans. I totally understand what was done to them, and I'm beyond empathetic. That would be like me telling Native American women that they can't wear fake nails or fake eyelashes. That is the classic unity deflection that pro-white sage people often use, so we'll just sweep that aside because it's been used before. Also, fake nails and white sage are not parallel cultural structures, spiritual structures at all. If you can tell me what culture invented fake nails and wore them historically for spiritual purposes and then were oppressed because of them, then we can have that conversation. It's my opinion that we unify as a world, as people, as different cultures by respecting each other and by respecting the cultural identity of others and not consuming them. Respecting boundaries is unity. That's why they say good fences make good neighbors. If we're spiritual practitioners and we use herbs and we do that with the knowledge of the spirit of the herb, then white sage does not have the spirit of cleaning your bedroom. White sage does not have the spirit of ridding your Tinder date of negative energy. Just saying. It's not that hard, fuck. It's not that hard, guys.